Hey friends, welcome, welcome. This is Julie. Today I'm stopping in with a little card share featuring the March box of the month from Not Too Shabby. When I first saw these adorable little Spring Friends ephemera pieces, I just knew I was going to have to create with them. They're just so cute. I thought they'd be perfect for the Cards for Cubs drive. During March, they're accepting donations of encouragement and birthday cards for kids and young adults that are navigating the foster system. So I've been wanting to donate. So I sat down the other afternoon with the ephemera and some Distress Oxides to create some simple encouragement cards. I also grabbed a couple of sentiments from the Sweet Spring Friends stamp set. This is the 6x6 stamp set included in the March box of the month, and it is just really cute with all those little critters and fun sentiments. For the cards that I'm sharing today, I selected a color palette of saltwater taffy, dried marigold, and squeezed lemonade. And I chose those to coordinate with the colors in the ephemera. There's just some pinks and yellows in the flowers, orange in some of the animals, the tiger. And I just thought that was just a really good complement with the ephemera. So I pulled out a little water, some mixed media paper, and these three colors of Distress Oxides, and just had a fun little smooshing session. I just love how these three colors mix. It's just so beautiful. So for the first two cards, I used the same layout with the adorable lion and elephant ephemera. When I was smooshing these, I made sure to leave a little white around the edges. Then I cut them with a tattered rectangle die and matted with pink and added to an A2 card base. The sentiment is stamped just directly onto the smooshed panel. I did add a little color to the ephemera pieces with some Copic markers to make it pop with the smooshed colors, and also a little bit of glossy glaze accents on some of the eyes, like on this little piggy here. For this next layout of two cards, I did a smooshed background on an entire panel, then cut with that same tattered die, and then I tore it in half so I could make two cards with it. So I made one with the little piggy image and one with the owl. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I'm not really a fan of owls, but I admit this one is pretty cute. And I thought adding it to this card would be the perfect way to move it out of my house really quickly. Plus, I really wanted to use this "who's thinking of you" sentiment. I do think it turned out really cute. And I added a little bit of glossy glaze to the eyes and to the beak and claws. And I just love that little bit of shine that that gives. For my final card in this collection, I had one leftover smooshed panel, which I tore on each side to be the backdrop for this little cow image. And I layered it on a white and then pink plain rectangle mat behind it to let that little cow take center stage. So that's my collection of cards that I did in this crafting session. I'll leave the link to the card drive down below if you're interested. It's a really great cause. They asked for submissions in groups of 10, and I've already made 5 more with this ephemera. So I have my first 10 cards for the encouragement theme ready to donate. The Little Spring Friends ephemera I used is in the box of the month, but it's also available individually. There is so much in there. I've already made more than 10 cards with it, and there's so many more I can use. It's just such a great value what you get in these ephemera kits. I believe there are still some spots open for the box of the month this month. You can buy it as a one-time purchase, or if you subscribe, you get an 18% discount. And the stamp sets are exclusive to the box. So if you want those, then the box is the way to go. Otherwise, the paper and ephemera are available to be purchased individually in the Not Too Shabby shop. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this inspired you to grab some ink and ephemera and get to crafting. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you'd give me a thumbs up and maybe a little heart in the comments. And I'd love to know if you've heard about Cards for Cubs, if you're donating yourself, just let me know. And once again, thanks so much for being here, and I'll catch you on the next one.